If you've ever driven along Interstate 15 near Cajon Pass, you've probably seen these massive, jagged sandstone formations towering above the highway. But beyond just looking dramatic, these rocks have an amazing story to tell. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're exploring one of Southern California's most unique and eye-catching landmarks, the Mormon Rocks. Geologically speaking, the Mormon Rocks are part of the San Andreas Fault Zone. That's right, the very fault line famous for California earthquakes runs right through here. Over millions of years, pressure from the Earth's shifting plates pushed up these sandstone layers, tilting them at crazy angles. That's why the rocks look like they've been lifted and twisted. What we see today is basically a snapshot of tectonic power frozen in stone. UT geology isn't the only story here. These rocks also hold a place in history. Back in the mid-1800s, Mormon pioneers traveling west used this area as a landmark. In fact, the name Mormon Rocks comes from those early travelers who passed through Cajon Pass on their way to settle in San Bernardino. Imagine riding in covered wagons through this rugged pass. These rocks would have been a dramatic sign you were almost there. Now, the Mormon Rocks aren't just about history and geology. They're also home to a surprisingly diverse ecosystem. This area is known as chaparral habitat. You can spot desert plants like yucca and sagebrush, and if you're lucky, you might see lizards, hawks, or even bighorn sheep in the nearby mountains. It's like a little desert oasis right along one of the busiest freeways in California. Another cool fact: the Mormon Rocks area is managed by the U.S. Forest Service as part of the San Bernardino National Forest. There's a short interpretive trail here that lets you walk right up to the formations, get a closer look at the rock layers, and enjoy some pretty awesome photo opportunities. If you've only ever seen the rocks while speeding down the 15 freeway, it's worth stopping to really appreciate them. And here's a little tip: come early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the sun is low. The way the light hits the rocks makes the colors pop, and the shadows highlight all those jagged edges. Perfect for photography, or just to soak in the beauty of nature. Many people know Mormon Rocks for their rugged beauty and geological intrigue, but there's another reason this place can feel unsettling. Locals once called them the Chanting Rocks. When the wind blows just right through the holes in the sandstone, some say you can hear low, haunting chants, as if the stones themselves are whispering. They say that close to midnight, when the highway hum falls quiet, the shapes cast by Mormon rocks twist into tall, silent watchers. Locals call them the Dark Watchers, shadow men who melt into the dusk if you try to look too closely. They say that centuries ago, horse thieves corralled hundreds here, hidden by dusty canyons, but came daylight, the horses lay parched and forgotten. Their restless stomps could still echo in stone. Some nights, embers flicker on the ridges, fires without flame. Pavilion spirits like Talkwits, they whisper, drawn to grief and unwatched souls. And every once in a while, a light hovers over the stones, too still to be a plane, too quiet to be a star. A reminder that not everything here moves by daylight logic. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing to our channel so you don't miss any of our adventures. Goodbye for now, and we hope to see you next time.